What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 13 of the Locker Room. I wanted to do something a little special, and it didn't work out. My name is Ben, the Rocky Top Picker, and this is the Reselling Locker Room, and we're so unorganized in this show. We have no idea what we're doing. We're like a bunch of amateurs. Don't have no music going or nothing. But anyway, I'm the Rocky Top Picker. Down below, bless his heart, it is Archie, the lovable biscuit butt. Next, we have the one and only Black Cap Wizard Wonder, the long beard king picker in the house. And down below, the Shane O'Mac snake handling fiend, the reseller you all know and love, Soda City Flips. What's up, fellas?
How's it going? What I missed? What was supposed to be special? Was I supposed to do the intro or something?
We were going to play our video intro that everybody first sees when the podcast starts. I was going to transition from the countdown to that, but oh well, I suck at technology. So right now we're going to turn the floor over to Alex, who's going to lead us in tonight's topic discussion.
I am, huh? This is news to me. All right. So I want to discuss if social media plays a part, or how does it play a part in our reselling business? Like what we're doing here, are we just all twiddling our thumbs, wasting our time, or is it benefiting our business? So I'm talking about whatever social media, YouTube channel, Instagram, Twitter, or whatever it's called, X now. I don't know what it's freaking called, but does it benefit us in the long run? Because I know you guys all have your stores public. My store is not public. No one knows what my store is. If you guys maybe can convince me, then I'll let you guys know what my store is.
So, change my mind.
Yeah,
change my mind.
You may have a book I'm looking for, bro.
I might.
So, yeah, he could be your first viewer.
Personally, I don't think I've had one real viewer sale, and then I've sold 3 merch items. So I guess essentially those count as well. But like statistically, I think the more subscribers you have, or the more followers you have on Instagram, Facebook, wherever you're at, social media wise, I think that those viewer sales are going to grow and will at some point impact your reselling business. But for now, I mean, the four total that I've had, I mean,
that's not 4 more than me, though.
It totaled about, $120.
Hey, it's $120 though.
Yeah, I mean, it's $120 I didn't make, without those viewers, and I greatly appreciate it. But as of right now, I don't think it's affecting much for me at the moment, but the potential obviously is there.
I agree.
Yeah. I think that our business is reselling, and that's the umbrella. Okay. And under that umbrella is all of our platforms that we use to sell on. And then we're all content creators. So although we may not be making any money right now with content creation, and eventually I think obviously what we want to do is we want to kind of combine all that and have them kind of mesh together. But yeah, I would say that we're not getting any younger. I mean, I just had a birthday. I just turned 49. I'm almost 50. We're not getting any younger. And I just think that right now, all of our intentions are probably to eventually get to a point where we're making more money on YouTube, with the catalyst being our reselling. And I think eventually that is all of our goals. But right now, we're building it. These are the stepping stones that we're using to build our social media and our YouTube channel.
You're just building at a slower pace, though, right, Archie?
Yeah.
I'm building at a.
I mean, are you saying that's your goal? That's your goal, is to make more money on social media than in reselling?
I mean, I think that's where this is evolving eventually for all of us. In 5 years, none of us knows what the next platform is going to be, the next way. A social media outlet may be the major source of where we're getting our income from reselling. We just don't know at this point.
I wish we could just sell right on our YouTube channel.
I mean, well, there are people. I mean, I don't know if you guys know Angie Resells, and then there's other YouTubers that I've seen that actually go on to their YouTube channel and they actually sell stuff that way, and they just get PayPal.
Yeah, they do it live. It looks confusing to me. I've watched Angie, and I don't know how, like, you got to pay attention to the comments, and you guys have been in my live shows. I'm terrible about that.
Yeah, I've noticed that on Instagram, not YouTube though. Yeah, you probably need to monitor, people watching your chat. So if someone buys something, you know who to message. I see that on Instagram all the time where people are using their social media to make sales. So
yeah,
I mean, I have more followers on Instagram, so maybe I should just start selling straight on Instagram. So I ain't getting any viewer sales, even if I were to go public on YouTube with my 100 subscribers.
I'm just not smart enough to mesh all this together. I mean, I'm always late to the party, so maybe I'll learn from you, young buckaroos.
I don't know. Only 5 years older than me.
Yeah, well, that makes a huge difference. I mean, Ben's only a year older than me, and I mean, he's already in diapers. I'm right behind him.
So you just turned 59 then?
All right. I'm going to address this topic. But first, gentlemen, with this one down here below me, we need to do this. Happy birthday. We're so glad you came. Happy birthday from the Reseller Locker Room selling crap on eBay gang. Yay!
That was pretty good, Ben.
That was good. That actually meant more to me than anything. Thank you.
I tried to get up and do my dance, but my chair hit the back of my books.
Yeah, we both should have got up and done the dance. Yeah. But anyway,
close to the wall. If I would have stood up that fast, all of this would have came down.
So, Alex, what was the question again? What was the question?
Does doing social media impact your reselling business?
Okay.
Maybe not right now, but you believe in the future it could.
From my opinion, I look at it like this. Doing social media, whether it's YouTube, making your own channel, or doing the podcast here, to me, it's not about hurry up, get monetized, start making money, or getting Patreon, and come on. There are channels, okay, that they live to get this Patreon going and start sucking money out of everybody. That is not my goal. This is not. By being on my channel, which is Rocky Top Picker, if you haven't checked it out yet, and doing this podcast is every week, gentlemen, or every time we put a video out, what we are essentially doing is we are contributing to the reselling community, our little humble 2 cents. And with the preface of each time we do a video, we always say, or at least I do a lot, our way isn't the right or wrong way for everybody. Reselling, we've said it 1,000 times. There's no right or wrong way to do reselling. But from social media standpoint, it's not so that I can make sales and make money off of viewers. I mean, I've had three viewers that I've made sales to. One came across today, which I got to give a shout out to Dino. Very loyal viewer on my channel and this one as well. Made a purchase and sent me a message afterwards and said, hey, I just wanted to support your store for the holidays. That's fantastic.
That's awesome.
Fantastic. Very appreciative of that. But for me, I guess it's on how you look at it, Alex. For me, it's contributing to the community, whatever that contribution ends up being to the individual. There's people that watch this that probably don't get anything from it except they get entertained, maybe. But then there's others, and we've seen evidence in comments that there's some things that are said in this show that benefits their business. So
yeah,
that's kind of my take. It's not, oh, what's it going to do for me or how's it going to affect me? It's being a part of the community, contributing to the community. That's just my view.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. You hit it. You hit the nail right on the head. I mean, I don't know how many groups you guys are part of on Facebook alone, but I think I'm part of probably 6 or 7. And I go in there every now and then, and obviously I'm reading everything, issues that people are having, and I'm reading the solutions. It's just like when I put out a video, I feel like I gain more from the comments that are made and just learning from people that have viewed my video and given me a different outlook on something that I talked about. So everybody, we benefit in every aspect, not just putting out content, but we learn.
Groups like the Reseller Water Cooler, I believe, is what you're indicating. I've done that too. Group. I go in there, but here's the question I have. Some of these chat groups on Facebook you go into, some of the questions that are asked, they're fairly new resellers. I get that. But some of the stuff they ask, I'm like, do you not spend any time watching YouTube at all? Because it's simple stuff that if they watch a video, they're going to get an answer like that. And I'm just wondering what percentage of resellers across the country, or even the world for that matter, never go to YouTube, because I consider YouTube my continuing education. When you have a question about something, you put it in the search and you find a video that deals with that subject and you watch it. Now it's up to you if you want to take that advice or not take that advice. But the information in what we do, guys, is so vast. I mean, even if you go back 10 years ago, there wasn't hardly any reselling information available compared to today.
Mm-hmm.
So that kind of stumps me why they're just polling people when they can just take it upon themselves to go into the labyrinth of YouTube and find answers. And it could be out of laziness, I guess. They just want to ask a question, get an answer, move on. But for me, if I go to a YouTube channel for a subject and they give me their answer, I want to go to another one and compare it, and then I want to have, it's like a buffet, pick what you want and leave the rest.
But with that said, maybe that's why they're going to this Facebook group, because they want an instant answer, because maybe people don't have all day to be going down that rabbit hole of trying to find and decipher what information they really need from whatever topic they're looking at, where they can just ask that question in the reseller, the water cooler, let's say, and they'll get 2 or 3 answers pretty immediately. So maybe that's why. I don't know. I mean, but
go ahead,
like
Shane.
me, like I use YouTube almost as like a tutorial kind of sense. So like outside of reselling, even like if I need to do something on my Jeep, I'll go on there and just say I don't know how to put brakes on. I'll go watch a tutorial on how to do it. And there are a ton of tutorials out there for reselling that show you how to go in and do tons of things in your eBay store, or how to use whatnot, to gain the most followers the quickest. There's tons of information out there. But I think Ben's right. Like my wife would never go to YouTube for anything. She doesn't.
Not even cat videos.
YouTube as nope, and she loves cats. But
see,
I'm the opposite. I'll go to YouTube first every single time, because I find so much value in the other YouTubers out there, whether, like I said, reselling or not.
Yeah, I went to YouTube to find out
the people asking questions in there. Maybe like my wife, she just doesn't care or have the time to go watch a 20-minute video to find the answers she's looking for.
So you guys are saying you benefit because you feel like you're contributing in helping other people out?
No, vice versa also. Either way.
Yeah.
I mean, you're always learning.
Yep.
You're always learning in this business. I mean, when you think, if you think you know it all, you're in the wrong business, because you don't. I mean, I learn something new every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that goes for any business, no matter what it is you're doing. Nobody knows it all.
I'm going to say what's benefiting me doing social media, because obviously I'm not making any money off anything right now, from viewer sales or YouTube, but I'm gaining mental break, like what we're doing right here. We can step away from our business. So that's the biggest thing I get out of doing Instagram and YouTube, is just to step away and have some fun. It's not, always business all the time. Even though we're still talking about reselling, it's a break from listing and answering dumb eBay questions.
Well,
You know.
and you make friends. You guys are, I consider to be close friends, and that's valuable. That is valuable
Absolutely.
to have the camaraderie. But
Yeah.
Alex, you talk about no viewer sales. Why don't you consider putting your store link, make it
Yeah, and
available?
I was going to ask that too. What's your reason for keeping it private?
I think we talked about this last time where I think Archie mentioned it, where you get false views. So bigger sellers like I'm trying to think of the couple from Florida, Rally Roots. They have a store that's public, and then they have one that's not, because they were getting tons. So they're so big, they get tons of people looking in their store just to see what they're selling. So their views and like their metrics are all off. How many views they're getting per item, but they're not actually making sales because it's just fans looking at what they're selling.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's any proof though that shows that suppresses your items by how many people go in and look at it. I mean, I've always said I don't know why people pay so much attention to their metrics, because all that matters to me is it selling?
Yeah.
What have I sold? But because everybody always says, "Oh, my traffic. Who cares about the traffic if it's not selling?" Just makes no sense to me.
Well, and just to prove your point a little, I was looking at my traffic today. So you guys know the past couple of weeks have been pretty rough for me sales wise. And then all of a sudden this past weekend, yesterday was kind of crappy, but today even my sales are picking back up. So I was looking, all my traffic shows everything is trending down, but my sales are all trending up. So, I mean, does it really matter?
Yes. That's a good point, Shane. Thanksgiving weekend, the Black Friday, the Shop Small Saturday, the Cyber Monday. When you go to your dashboard in eBay and you see all those red arrows pointing down, all of mine, all the way down through there, you have the what's the top number? What's that? The listing impressions, and then you have the page traffic. All of them were in the teens in red arrows. And I ended up moving 34 items for over $1,700 with all the indicators in the red going down. Now I'm trending back up into the green, and I'm back to moving 3 to 5 items a day. So you've heard other channels say, how dependable is this these analytic statistic things? Because like Shane, dude, if I'm seeing that I'm going down in the red, I know that I'm getting ready to get a big sales bump. That's just been the history for me.
Right.
If it's in the green, it slows down. So does anybody still have that messed up? Is that messed up? Yeah, I think it's messed up. That's why I don't focus and, sit here and study the numbers all daggone day like some people do. What's the point? If you're moving the product, what does it matter?
Let me give another reason why maybe not to be public, your store public. To say I say something stupid here or on my YouTube channel and make someone upset at me, they'll know my channel, so they could go into my channel and buy a whole bunch of stuff and then say it's not the right product or it's a fake item, whatever, because I made them mad on social media.
Just sabotage your store for no reason.
And yeah, just going, because people like to just sabotage people's things for no reason.
I mean, here's the thing. If somebody wants to do that, they're going to do that. In my opinion, eBay has things in place for if somebody wants to do that to you. So if somebody wants to fraud you, you are protected. Let them send something back to you that they didn't receive because they're trying to screw you because of that situation. Then they have things in place to prevent that.
Yeah, I sold that big old Pikachu Funko Pop last week, and someone sent it to me and saying it's completely crushed and showing the box completely crushed. I have a kind of feeling like they already own the product and doing the whole switcheroo thing. We'll see. I already paid for them to ship it back to me, so because I said I'll take the Pikachu and set on my shelf.
You remember that Pokemon lunchbox ordeal? Same.
Maybe it's just a Pokemon thing. People hate Pokemon; they just want to get the product and smash it.
There was a viewer left a comment about that story about the lunchbox that I had sold. They took a picture and sent it, and it looked like someone had just twisted it like that. they made a point that I didn't think about. They said that could have, if it went on a plane, maybe the air pressure caused that. And I don't know. I don't know.
Or if it went on a submarine.
Yeah, maybe it was a submarine.
Yellow submarine. But here's the thing.
Yellow submarine.
Here's the thing, Alex. If you do pay attention to your impressions and your page views, if you look at how many people have viewed your individual channel and add it to the number of people that have actually viewed this channel, that's more exposure for your store.
Yeah.
And what are we really after here? We're after what? Exposure.
Yeah. And Alex, I think going back to your second scenario, though, that you're talking risk versus reward. Is it really worth worrying about one person that might try to screw you over because of something you said, over all the benefits you could have of people actually going to your channel because they're supporting you? I mean, I just don't think I think the reward is way more overpowering than the risk.
I mean,
well, let's try something here. How many subscribers we have? Like 350 right now. I'm going to announce my store. But to prove my point, if I don't get 350 new sales, then it's not worth it.
You're not asking for much, are you?
Huh?
Just one sale is beneficial.
Yeah.
So
just
like one of our first episodes, someone asked what my store name was, from the Lego guy. Where'd you go? Lego guy. He asked what my store name was, and I told him I don't put that information out publicly. And he was like, "Oh, I'm just trying to support you." So maybe I would have got a viewer sale if I would have done that.
Well, okay. Here's another one. Caleb over at the Old Paths. Y'all know Caleb, Two Old Guys Reselling Podcast.
Yep.
He just finally started uploading videos a couple months ago. And the viewer sales that he's already getting, and he's not even at 1,000 subs. It's just they like you and they enjoy spending time with you, watching you on their phone or TV. And if you do a video where you're talking about, sales are down or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just like mine tonight. Dino, who's been a longtime viewer of my channel, simply went in and bought like a $7 Disney figurine. And he sent me a message saying, "Listen, just wanted to support your store during the holidays." Well, bless him for that. I mean,
here's the difference though. People like him. I only got one person that likes me.
It's me.
Yeah, well,
All right, I'm going to do it. If you guys want to check out my store, it's Cray Collector. I'm going to say it once. So 350 sales.
I'm going to put it in the scroll down below. I'm going to type it in the scrolling bar down there.
You probably spelled it wrong.
Craig Collector?
Cray, like crazy. Cray
Collector.
CRAY Collector.
All right.
I'm going to look for some books.
Alex, also going back to when you said that it pretty much helps you with burnout too. You can kind of go to social media and kind of get away from your reselling business, even though you're still dealing with the reselling topic.
Not really, because we're just talking about reselling.
Well, but for me, I think this reselling community is huge when it comes to burnout. Sometimes getting away from your listing room and just getting on a YouTube channel or going to somebody's live or going, like calling you guys, it really helps with that burnout. Just the reselling community as a whole, as long as I think the social media actually helps us with the burnout. So I think you had a great point with that.
There it is.
Pick our eBay store, Cray Collector, and subscribe to his YouTube channel today for more crappy content.
But yeah, going on what Archie was just saying. So listing, I think for most people is the most mundane part of reselling. And it's just most people don't enjoy doing it. There's some psychos out there that do, but
they do 200 a day.
Most of us don't enjoy the listing part. So taking a break from that to go talk about reselling, that's way more fun.
Is it really a break though? Let's talk about something that has nothing to do with reselling, like this great Southern Comfort eggnog.
That stuff is good.
I want to see you drink it all in one swoop.
Rumble, tell me.
Oh, can't do eggnog, dude.
I've got
All
sweet tea tonight.
For those of you that hate,
I've
Go
got
ahead.
sweet H2O.
Well, he's drinking sweet tea, which is what I'm usually drinking, and now I'm drinking the eggnog. They're switching it up.
just to throw it out
Eggnog's
there,
good.
you know, it's holidays. Everybody gets 10 times busier this time of year. If you are finding yourself having less time to list this time of year, go watch my YouTube video on drafting and listing, guys. Just saying. You know,
I was deleting pictures today on my phone, and I have that saved for motivation, so I can go back to that video.
yeah.
I deleted it anyways.
Were you deleting anything else by chance?
No, like what?
I don't know. Just making sure.
No,
you're not
my
deleting
phone
other
is just
stuff.
full of stupid pictures.
Archie, do we need to send you a new light, buddy?
It's like
what?
that's paparazzi. It's flashing, taking pictures of them.
All right. Let's talk about the find of the week, fellas. The find of the week. What y'all got?
Finding your
going
channel,
first?
Ben.
Who's going first?
I'll go if no one else is gonna go.
I'll do it. Look
Fine.
at these.
What the
Oh, those
These
are
are
vintage.
these are
Those look-
1930s Mickey Mouse made in Japan porcelain figurines.
They look like retarded Mickey Mouses, like they're kind of melted in the face or something.
Well, the paint's chipping off, but they're from the 1930s. This is how Mickey first looked before he got his looks changed.
Were you playing with those as a kid?
No, got him out of my death pile in a tub of stuff I bought.
Got them in my toy chest from my childhood.
Hi, Mickey. Hi, Minnie. You probably had the same voice for both, huh?
Yes. They're so special. That is very nice Mickey Mouse figures. Anyway,
All right.
go, Alex. What you got? What you got?
What are we doing? Oh, the find of the week. I found this in my closet. I'm just slowly, I'm running out of things to list, so I'm just listing everything in my house, which you should do if you have nothing else to list. I have this Newcastle football jersey.
That's cool.
It's
That is cool.
Newcastle, yeah. The beer,
Not a
Adidas.
bad beer either.
So I've had, yeah, that is a good beer.
Now,
I've had
is any of that
forever.
embroidered? Is it embroidered, or is it all just?
This is a big patch, and this is all embroidered, all right
Okay.
here. That's
Yeah,
a patch. The only screen printing is down here where it says Newcastle on it.
Nice.
Anyway, so I don't wear it anymore, so I looked it up. Like the sales are $150 all the way up to $200 on this piece.
Heck yeah,
Nice.
sell it.
I'm like, I listed it. I think I put out like $195 right now. See if we get some watchers on it.
Nice.
Shoot off some offers. But yeah, that was surprising. This is the stuff I've been pulling out of my closet. I'm like, I have all these crazy vintage clothes because this is 1997, I believe. 1997, 98.
Oh, cool.
And if
All
any
right.
of you viewers out there want this, just go to Cray Beardo. What's your thing?
$200.
Hold on. I gotta
I'll
read
give
it.
you a viewer discount for
I can't read that
$195.
down there.
That was awesome.
Can you see Archie's eye color? He gets way up in there. All right, Shane, what do you got?
two
What do you got,
different
Shane?
I've got to say mine was probably the big giant box of hats I sourced from other resellers. So Kyle and Lori, Grumpy and Happy Picker, I bought.
Is that the one that you done a video saying, "Oh crap, did I make a mistake?"
Yes. I bought.
Okay.
The deal we made was for 118 hats, but Kyle threw in some extras, so I got 120 plus hats. I paid more than what I would have paid for at my local Goodwill, but there are some really good hats in there, so it was worth it to me. But I paid $295, which broke down to like $225 a hat or something like that. And there's some good $25 to $50 range hats in there, quite a few of them, and plenty of nice bread and butter $10 to $12 hats. So I'll make a profit. They were happy to get rid of their death pile, and yeah, that was probably my best find of the week. I didn't do a whole lot of sourcing, so it was cool to be able to source something without leaving the house.
Yeah, Shane, stand up. I want to see the backside of that big old monkey on your chest.
Oh yeah.
Donkey Kong.
Nice.
Sweet. All right, Archie, what you got, boy?
Man, I felt like seeing Shane on the big screen was like I was watching one of his videos. I was waiting for him to tell me why he's a bad reseller, which I don't agree with.
I'm not anymore.
He's
I'm
not
the
anymore.
worst. I'm
Yeah,
not
he's
the
Oh,
worst
that's true.
anymore.
Oh, that's a good point.
Can we all do that? Can we all do that math? All do that math live here and see what our things are. So I think I was actually ended up being really high on my sell-through rate, like in the 7s, unless I did the math incorrectly.
I'll be honest. I don't care what mine is. I'll just be honest with you.
I was just surprised to not be at the bottom of the list.
money.
I honestly thought I was going to be at the bottom of the list. I was very surprised to be right in the middle of the pack, number 10, and very surprised at some of the people I was up in front of. Like, that blew me away.
You're just used to being the bottom. Now you're in the middle of the human centipede.
Listen, here's the thing, though, with that. It was the top 10, right?
20.
Top 20.
Yeah.
Of probably thousands and thousands of resellers that was not included in this.
Yeah. No, he just handpicked a few people. I had he reached out to me and asked me because he wanted to know my thoughts as to why I probably, like, he didn't tell me where I landed, but he was like, what do you think your sell-through rate is and why do you think that is? So I knew I was going to be featured in the video. I had no idea who else was. So that was kind of cool. It was a big surprise.
But here's the thing. Some of those people that you are doing better than, they're selling on other platforms and killing it, such as Whatnot. So he's only talking about eBay. You know,
right.
Some of the people, they're selling on Whatnot. They're now selling on that other platform, District. They're doing Facebook Marketplace. So, on eBay, yes, looks good. But this ties into our whole conversation today with social media and, what impact is that also having?
Yep.
Archie, what is your
Can you
find
take me
of
off?
the week?
Can you go
What
back
to what is your find of the week?
So my find of the week is actually from my death pile.
No one knows who's
I'm not
talking
sourcing.
I'm
only sourcing from my death pile. So my find of the week is it's an Underwood typewriter that is probably like 100 years old, and I will probably make, I don't know, $80 on it.
-5.
Have you noticed
typewriter?
When I list it, that is.
Have you noticed his hairline is receding, fellas? Look at that. It's getting back there, dude.
No, it looks pretty good.
He may need to pull a Shane O'Mac and just shave the head.
That's what I was going to say, dude.
Be my twin.
I was starting to bald here, like in the back.
Can somebody take this feature away from him?
I know, right?
Do me.
Camera angles, boys. Camera angles. You got to change perspectives. No, what you had going, Shane, what you're trying to describe was a George Costanza look.
Yes, I had that going. But see, and I was bald for many, many, many years. I had no idea any of that was going on. But whenever my wife and I had been together for a couple of years, I was like, I'm going to grow it out and, see what happens. And she really liked it. And so I just always kept it. And then one day I saw a picture of me from behind and I was like, what is this crap? How come you never told me? So
grow it all long.
I let it go for a long time. And
so bald at the top, long here, you call it a skullet.
There you go.
Isn't that like, is that what the Dragon Master has? Doesn't he have like a skullet?
He shaved his head, didn't he?
He shaved his head off.
He looks a lot better actually with the.
He shaved his head and he had a Soda City Flip shirt on the other night.
Actually, way younger now.
I feel single white femaled. You guys remember that movie?
It sounds like a chick flick.
Yeah.
No, it's not. Right. But
this is how we're going to do it.
Can I see it on YouTube?
This is how we're going to do this.
I don't know.
All right. This is how we're going. I'm gonna cut to single camera when it's somebody else's turn. So now we're gonna move on to the sale of the week. So this is who's going first.
All right.
Good.
All
I
right,
can
last
pick my
week,
nose, or I can pick
I
my
sold
booty.
this men's polo Ralph Lauren sweatshirt. I paid $3 at a yard sale, which is actually on my YouTube channel. I'm surprised none of the Vintage Bro people pointed it out in the video,
Wow.
but that's because no one watched the video. But yeah, $3 at a yard sale, sold for $200.
That's very
That's
nice.
a killer sale, man.
Thanks.
I don't have my thank you cards ready,
I got.
but my sale of the week.
You
is a
stole
car
that out of
stereo.
someone's car stereo?
Yeah, so I learned this when I was in New Jersey. No, so this is a 2013 Toyota Highlander factory stereo. It is JBL. I picked this up. I took a chance on it for $10 at Goodwill and got it home and tested it, and it worked. And I listed it for $399 plus tax, or sorry, plus shipping, and it sold today on a best offer for $300. I accepted the offer, and if you guys want to learn how to test car stereos without installing them in a vehicle, go subscribe to my channel. I got a video that teaches you how to do it.
So you learned in New Jersey how to break into cars and steal radios?
Yeah,
Pretty
I lived in Rutherford, New Jersey for 2 years, right across from the Lincoln Tunnel.
Okay. All right, you're up there,
Nice.
Beelzebub.
I sold a 2002 NFR National Finals Rodeo. No, it's not the same one that I sold like a month ago. Jacket for $220.
Nice.
Wow, that's great. I sold a Hallmark Keepsake National Christmas Vacation ornament. This sold for $100 bill. Thank you very much.
Wow.
Nice. That's 2 ornaments in 2 weeks for you.
That's sweet
That's good.
deal. Sweet deal. Anybody got any? It's to me though. There's a ton of Hallmark Keepsake ornaments, but if you're dealing with the Christmas vacation ones, this is where the money is, and from my experience anyway. But yeah. All right. So now on to my favorite part. What is your pathetic sale of the week?
This one's for a 1 foot flipper. I sold a DVD. So I forgot to put all my DVDs and charge shipping, and this is one I forgot to do because I got lazy and I didn't go through all my DVDs. So this has free shipping. It was $5.99 with free shipping. The Krampus DVD.
And shipping's $392.
Yeah.
All right. Next.
I don't have mine with me because it shipped out yesterday. But it's an empty Switch game case for the Ghostbusters. Sold it for $4 plus shipping. But it's an empty case. So I see people
They're gonna get a
picking
bad
up
review.
game cases. You do what?
You're gonna get a bad review. They're gonna say that the game wasn't in there.
No, I mean, they may, but whatever. It's an empty case. They sell. They don't sell for much. The right game probably would. It's not, if it was Super Mario Brothers something or another, or, Zelda Breath of the Wild, it would have probably got at least $10 or $12 as an empty case. But it was Ghostbusters, and I think the game itself is only $20 brand new. So
Did it have the manual with it?
yes.
Yeah, because I've got a bunch of cases with manuals that I was going to do that, but I was just going to bundle them up and sell them off in a lot. That's what I was going to do.
Yeah, because collectors that go out and they find these games, they'll find loose games all the time, and they're looking for a case for them, for their collection. So why not sell them if you come across them?
Yep.
Hi.
Oh,
Beautiful.
so what are we classifying as a pathetic sell? Because is that the
You
lowest
just whatever
item
your
that we
worst
sold?
sell is.
It doesn't
Okay,
matter.
Whatever your
then
worst.
A low
sold
dollar
away the-
amount.
Yeah, I sold a laser disc for $2.25. I think it was Driving Miss Daisy, $2.25.
$2.25 free shipping.
No,
Ah.
no, I actually make money on the shipping, so
Wow, he
because
won.
I actually put it at $5.99.
I
It only
sold.
cost me $3 something to ship it.
I sold a book, The Warren Report, which is the whole report of the JFK assassination.
Mm.
$5.94 plus shipping.
Yeah, your last video was like watching the Zapruder film.
The what?
So what was
Nobody
your
got
weight?
that?
What was your weight on the book?
I don't remember.
Because I started putting all my books. They're all 3 pounds. It's one paper. It's 3 pounds.
I don't even think I shipped it media mail. I shipped it regular grounded advantage so I could make a couple bucks.
Wow.
You ever done that?
And then you shipped it media?
No.
Well, you charged them ground advantage, but you shipped it media mail.
No.
How did you make money?
I'm confused.
I did not set it up in the listing via media mail. I set it up under ground advantage delivery.
So how'd you make money?
Because of the eBay discount on shipping.
But why didn't you just ship it as media mail? You would have made more money.
No, when you ship media mail, you don't make any money.
Okay, yeah,
You
I see
do.
what you're saying.
That's
No,
not
you
true.
don't.
Yeah,
Because you don't get your discount. No, you don't get your eBay discount on media.
You do when you put all your books at 3 pounds and they only weigh 8 ounces.
And that's the point I was going to get to is, can you take it off me? That's the point I was going to make is I take into consideration the percentage we're paying on that and my shipping supply. So if it weighs 1 pound, I put it at 2, and that's what they pay.
Yeah.
Enough
It's
said.
not like you're paying for your shipping.
You're the winner, Archie. The pathetic sale of the week.
I hope I sell a small book so I can put in this Telegram box.
Because Alex's DVD sale, he paid shipping on.
Oh yeah, he actually wins.
Oh yeah.
Would you make? Well, you probably lost money.
I made 68 cents.
Yeah, he's the winner chicken dinner. Right
I
there.
did the math.
Off $4.
No, his was 5 something. Mine was $4 plus.
Oh, okay.
Based on the eBay calculator, but I don't remember if I had it promoted or not, so I might have lost money. But if I didn't have it promoted, I would have made 68 cents.
Nice.
Tip of the week.
Buy some more eggnog.
Yeah.
Tip of the week. Who's got a tip of the week?
I purposely just do that so I could be the winner of the worst sell of the week. It's probably a terrible business plan, but
Tip of the week.
Very terrible.
Monitor all your
week.
accounts. Monitor all your accounts at least once a week. That's my
Make
tip.
sure nobody can break in and delete stuff.
I keep getting signed out of my freaking eBay account on my phone. It's annoying.
All right. We're going to move on. I'm going to go to the comment of the week, guys. I'm going to read this. This is a comment on episode 12, which we uploaded last week.
I have a comment of the week. What the heck?
This is from Easy Pickens. Last week's show, we talked about promoted listing, and I don't know why that's such a heated topic. To me, it's a no-brainer, but nonetheless, I performed a similar test talking about promoting and turning off your promoted. I performed a similar test in the month of September where I slowly stopped promoting. Sales went down 30% in 3 weeks, and it took about 2 weeks after re-promoting to get it back to close to where I was. And he sells a lot of collectibles, die-cast cars, and golf clubs. And that is Chris Easy Pickens, and he does have a YouTube channel. Look him up, Easy, and it's all capital, EAZY_ Pickens, PICKENZ, Easy Pickens. Check out Chris's YouTube channel, and he's an up-and-comer.
He's at 31 subs. Let's see if we can get him to 100.
Yes.
Let's do
Show
it.
some love.
Yep.
He's a big
subscribe to Alex
supporter.
first.
He's a big supporter of this channel and my individual channel. I'm sure your guys as well.
Yes.
But yeah,
we don't promise that we even get you to 32.
No
but subscribe to
guarantees.
Alex first. Subscribe to Alex, then go subscribe to Chris Easy Pickens.
Yes. You know you're a reseller if.
Wait, I think we still have another comment.
Oh,
Yeah,
we do have another comment.
Alex
All right.
found a comment.
I found
Yeah.
he must have commented twice. Easy pickings. So hey guys, not sure why you guys bash on the Resellers Locker Room podcast. I like your show, but I think I like the Reseller Locker Room better. Don't really like hearing crap talking on fellow resellers. Reminds me of high school bullies. Sad. Oh, sorry, that's the other podcast comment.
And the
I love
truth
it.
shall
Thank you,
set
Chris.
you free.
Chris,
Thank you,
we
Chris.
love you, man. Thank you.
Thanks for your
Thank you.
comments.
Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. All right.
Thanks.
Yeah, we need to get them thank you cue cards where we can all
you need
hold
a
them up.
card?
And thanks.
Oh, there it goes.
Are those the ones from eBay?
Yeah, it's the only thing I ever order from eBay. The free cards.
Wow, you can just have Zoe make them for you and then use it for supplies.
That's a lot of her writing because I sell so much on eBay.
Now,
Yeah, but she does a great job coloring and stuff. So
Now, I want to just throw it out there to the listening and viewing audience, and you can just give us just a snapshot, each one of you. Well, maybe only two of you, besides myself, can answer this. Kind of give us a brief synopsis of what your next video is going to be on your individual channel. Do you have any thoughts?
hold on, let me look up synopsis.
Please.
Oh, it's blank.
Well, I can tell you what mine's going to be. My next
got one.
video, for those of you that are subbed over on the Rocky Top Picker channel, boy, the glare on my glasses really sucks. But anyway,
Yeah, I hate that too.
I'm going to be doing on the subject of taking your stale items, and I've been saying this on my other videos a lot, and I just haven't got around to it. Taking your stale or long tail items for those that are new to reselling, those that have sat in your store for over 90 days. You may like video games, in this instance, in my video coming up, I'm going to show you how I've got a bunch of individual video games that have been on there for a long time. I'm going to show you how to delist those. And then I'm going to show you how to bundle them up or make a lot. I like the word bundle deal because, people in general like bulk. Us resellers, I love bulk deals. You feel like you're getting more bang for your buck. Well, the same can be said for the consumer, i.e., Sam's Club was born in the late 80s. Everybody hit that store. Why? Because you can buy items, you can go in there and buy 50-pack rolls of toilet paper for $1 and they feel like they're getting a better deal. So can be said about, bundling up your items on your individual listing on your own store or account. That's going to be my next video coming up on the Rocky Top Picker channel.
All right, I got my next video is already uploaded, which will come out the same day as this podcast in the morning. It's called "Who Pulled the Plug on eBay?" Revealing the shocking truth. Drops at 9 a.m.
Nice.
on Thursday.
That sounds interesting.
It's not. I just have it.
Well,
this is the title.
I've got a few videos coming out on the hat buy that I made. People keep asking me. They say they want to see the rest of them, which surprised me, caught me off guard. But I also have another video in the works about resellers leaving eBay, why they might be leaving eBay, and the pros and cons of that. So that's probably going to be my next one, and then sprinkle in some hat videos throughout the next few weeks. But that's my
con.
agenda.
The con of leaving eBay is your eBay sales will really drop.
That's part of it. Yep, that's probably the biggest con.
Right.
All right. Let's see. Let's listen to this, guys. Let's go.
Well, I'm going to take all three of their videos and mash it together. And no, seriously, I am going to put out a video. It will be out this week about a chargeback situation, and it's a doozy. You want to see this
happened
video.
5 months ago.
Well, it happened. Well, no, I just got the results a few weeks ago. So I'm only a few weeks behind. But I want to build the suspense.
You're not the father.
You're not the father.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Wait,
Hallelujah.
I'm not the father of Rocky Butt.
Rocky Butt.
Dang it.
Go watch
Darn
the
it.
video on my channel. Yeah, it doesn't matter. My old video is crazy old. The one I'm putting out is super old, about like terrible sales. But I think I gave you two a shout out in that video or a mention.
Listen, I don't want y'all shout me out anymore in any of y'all's videos because they're just fracking insulting.
It's not a shout out. I didn't shout out. I just mentioned you. I just talk about how you're.
Yeah, well, Shane mentioned me when he was at the freaking Benz, old ass Rocky Top.
I only mentioned Archie in the video because he calls me when I'm making the video.
The only reason I ain't done it to you guys is because every time I do my videos, I forget to do it, or I'd done slammed y'all.
Speaking of which, dude, that toy convention you went to,
yeah,
dude. I saw so many things that brought back good memories in your video. Just toys from my childhood and stuff. That was awesome. I enjoyed it.
I got to tell you though,
bad memories. How my brothers used to steal all my toys when I was a kid.
When you were looking at that clock, I thought for sure you were panning in on that Texas or that Tennessee, Texas. I'm sorry, the Tennessee helmet. I don't know with signatures on it. And then he picks up the Redskins clock. I was disappointed.
Yeah, and this always happens. Tell me if this happens to you, and audience members watching, leave it down in the comments if this happens to you too. When you go on picks, if you're videoing your picks to make content, and you go back and sit down and you go through and you start editing that footage, how many times do you see stuff in the video that you did not see when you were there picking and it was right in front of your face? How many times has that happened to you? Let us know down in the comments. What about you guys?
I don't see them when I edit them. I see them because some people in this room pointed out after I put out the video that I totally screwed up and didn't pick something up. That's the only time that's ever happened.
Yeah, he ain't lying. That's true. That's true. Yeah, you screwed the pooch on that, dude.
I think because you're out there and you just get focused on the one or two things that you saw first, that you're not even focused on anything behind it. So,
yeah,
unfortunately, I mean, you can't get it all, right? You're not going to ever see it all unless you spend entirely too much time in one place.
Well, let me share this with you guys, and because I know y'all have sold Funko Pops here and there, and Alex has over last month.
I sold my entire Funko Pop collection. I was about to curse. I had a lot of those.
Well,
I have a ton and a video coming out on those.
I had video footage of this, but I edited it all out. So I walked by a table. He had a bunch of Funkos. I think there were close to 42, I think. But they were like the early Funkos, but they were all wrestling. I mean, they was cool. Ric Flair. I mean, but they weren't the newer. They were the, like some of the first rounds of Funkos.
I'd rather have those for PC.
Yeah.
I'd rather personally keep.
And I said, I started inquiring. I looked at that Ric Flair and I thought, that'd be cool if I could find a way to buy it and then set it up on here. And then anyway, he goes, well, I said, what's your price on your phone? Well, they're all different prices. And I'm like, yeah, well, I know this. What do you take for all of them? And he was just like, you're going to have to give me a few minutes. I'm going to have to work this out. But, these are some of the first gens and they sell a lot on eBay. And I said, so figure a price and I'll be back in 5 minutes. So I walk on down the aisle, work my way back around. And he goes, well, according to eBay, it'd be about $1,000. And I said, look, I'm a reseller. I'm recording you right now. I don't pay eBay prices. You're going to have to leave some meat on the bone or it's not worth my time. Oh, okay. Well, I understand that. Well, I'll do the whole thing, $600 cash. So I thought, I told him, listen, Funkos are flooded like Beanie Babies. It's not worth the risk. And I don't care how old they are. Maybe was that a bad thing for me to do, or should I took advantage of that?
Not at 6.
I don't think I'd have walked away. You have 40% to work with.
at least 15 is going to eBay fees, and then at least you're promoting probably, what do you promote? 5%?
Yeah.
There is zero meat on that bone. I mean,
you want to be at $300 at the high. I mean, that's what I
Well,
would.
before
depending on
I
how
start
much-
getting a bunch of comments about that, the only reason I even entertained and inquired is because it was those early Funkos when they first started producing. If it were anything newer, I wouldn't have even bothered to ask him.
But the thing with Funkos, those are the ones that aren't flooded though,
That's true too.
so they would sell.
But I told the guy, I said, look, if I appreciate you putting together a price, but Funko market these days is saturated and it's too big of a risk for me to do that at $600.
why didn't you counter?
At
I
$1.
just- You know,
I mean, I would have, like Alex said, I would have countered. How about 300?
well, he wouldn't have liked my counter because when he told me 6, my first number would be offering him 250, and I know he wasn't going to do that.
How many were
all
there?
you can do is say no.
About 42. But here's the thing, guys. When you go to those shows, and I said it in my last video, when you go to those organized shows like that one, you got a lot of proud vendors there. They are proud of their stuff, boy.
Yeah.
And there was a lot that I even pulled out cash and was just kind of rubbing it in my hand when I was talking to them. One vendor wouldn't come off $5.
Did you pull it out of your Depends?
I pulled it out of my Depends. Actually, my fanny pack. Did you know that's a technique? When you flash cash, that
When you
gets
flash your
selling
fanny?
in. Flash my fanny, let a fart, whatever. But they wouldn't come off They wouldn't come off their price $5. So here's what was funny. Here's what was funny about that. The next table right beside the dude that wouldn't come off $5, and these were plastic baseball helmets.
Yeah.
Wouldn't come off for $5. The
The
next
ones you
guy,
eat Sundays out of?
Oh, that's what I was
What?
thinking. Baskin Robbins
No.
Sundays.
Yeah.
you know,
the
those,
Sundays.
the
Yeah.
Major League Baseball helmets with the adjustable inner band that you could wear. They were hard hat plastics.
It would be cooler if they were the Sunday ones.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you guys
Those are the only
killing
ones I want.
me. Y'all are killing me. So anyway,
I'd
back
buy
to
them
my
if they all
story.
came with ice cream.
Okay. Back to my story. Guy next door, what I call a mom and pop vendor. He was a
nachos.
dude. He was a dude just selling through his stuff that he was tired of. He collected and he was ready to get rid of it. That's where I made the majority of my purchases. I spent $138 at that one table. I mean, a Yankees jersey, authentic Yankee jersey that has the Insiders Club life member patch for Major League Baseball. Never seen one before in my life. And there's not even any on eBay. Got out of there. I carried out 3 huge boxes worth of stuff. And the look on that Funko Pop guy's face, because he had probably been sitting there all day and ain't hardly made nothing because he wasn't willing to deal. Not the Funko guy, but the guy that wouldn't take the deal for $5 difference. And I just walked right by his table, just carrying these big old huge boxes of stuff. That's the way it is at some of these organized shows. You know, you get people that are proud of their stuff. And the same thing too is getting late in the day and vendors are wanting to move crap so they can not have to load it back up. The same thing for flea markets, my local flea market. I go when there's about an hour left in the sales day, when people start packing up, and I just start looking through it as they're packing it up, make them an offer and they don't have to touch it. I can walk away with a good deal that way.
Yeah, that works for yard sales too. Sometimes it
Yeah,
pays
it
to
does.
show up late.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or just walk to a yard sale and say, listen, do you have anything free? How many times have you asked somebody if you have anything for free?
There's a lot of people that they don't want to carry the stuff back in their house. They'll leave it there and put a sign out free, or make a post on Facebook.
Yeah. Actually, I don't know if any of you guys watched the storage auction pirate, but he actually shows himself giving everything away the last hour, and then whatever's left, he actually pays somebody to just get rid of the rest of it. So it's a good philosophy, I guess.
All right.
Are we going to do? You might be a reseller if?
Yeah, I mentioned that about 10 minutes ago.
Well, you didn't mention it after that.
All right. You might be a reseller if your YouTube browser history is full of reselling videos instead of cat videos.
What if you're selling your cat?
Dude, you're crazy, man. All right, who's got one?
I got one. This is a true story too. True story. All right. You might be a reseller if you have an install tech show up to your house to install new internet. Yes, I have to read this. And he leaves a tool and you look it up to see if the sell-through rate is worth selling it on eBay. And no, I haven't called him back yet. But
what the heck is that noise?
I have a joke, but it's so inappropriate.
I do too, Alex.
I was thinking the same joke.
Yeah, go ahead. You know what
I can't say it. I can't say it.
So it's funny that you mentioned that, Archie, because
funny,
you guys know I have a full-time job, and one day I was sitting in my office and a tractor trailer pulled in, and that's nothing unusual at all. So I went out to unload him. So I jumped on the big forklift and I pulled off a big power disconnect. And I was like, this is not for us. We don't do electrical work here. And he's like, well, it's your address, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, all right, cool. The first thing I did was get on eBay and see how much that thing was worth. And it was a $10,000 unit. And then I told myself, I was like, I'm going to give these guys 3 months. If it's still here, I'm selling it. But they came literally about 30, 45 days later. The people who had ordered it came looking for it because the trucking company, I guess, they figured out they delivered it to the wrong place.
Hey, I was listening. I was invested in that.
But yeah,
I enjoyed that.
$10,000 unit on eBay.
Oh my gosh!
Turn that thing on again. Turn it on again. You know what that sounds like? Go ahead and say it. Oh, Lord.
Thermometer?
No.
It looks like a thermometer.
It sounds like a one of them electric toothbrushes, Archie.
Yeah.
No.
Come here.
No, it doesn't.
Come here, Ben. Let me check you out.
No, that doesn't sound like it. That just
Anyways, you better ship that back to your guests.
Well, whatever it was you're thinking it was, when was the last time you used it?
I don't think it's for men to use. Do you, Alex?
Oh, I thought someone left it at your house.
Yeah. Your current love interest. Shall we talk about that?
I love you, Mom. Thanks for visiting me the last 2 weeks. I love you.
Oh, that was a good save, pulling that one out of the ditch. Yeah. All right, guys, we're an hour and 3 minutes in, and man, it's time flies, right? So, any of you got anything else you'd like to say before we close this episode 13 out? I know we've got.
You have 5 minutes to go into my store because I am changing my eBay store name right now.
I will say
it
is fitting that this episode was 13 because so many things went wrong.
True.
Well, you know. Here's the thing about the four of us. We don't have egos. So, you know, it is what it is. I'm still thankful to have you guys here. And we always have a good time. And we got some more special guests coming up before the end of the week. Or before the end of the year, I'm sorry, end of the week. So I want you guys to tune in. If you've not subscribed to the channel, we invite you to do so. It's absolutely free. We hope that you found some bit of information out of this infotainment, what we call a podcast. But, you know, we're not really established yet. So maybe we can change that with your help, the viewer. Yeah, the next episode, we'd love to have you in. Come on back in and see us here in the Reseller Locker Room. And on behalf of Archie the Biscuit Butt, Alex the Beard King Picker, and Shane Soda City Flips, my name is Ben the Rocky Top Picker. We'll see you next time, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard, every Thursday right here on the Reseller Locker Room.